Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come and run my mouth. I look a mess. Okay, when I tell y'all, I'm gonna tell the story. In Hot Topics, I took some Benadryl, extra strength Benadryl yesterday. I was feeling horrible. I don't know, but I self-diagnosed myself. Shout out to Amanda Seals. I have self-diagnosed myself. I have allergies and sinus issues. I don't know where this came from. It literally came out of the blue. I have never had these problems before. And so yesterday I tried to make a video. I couldn't because I just was snotty and stuffed up. I don't. It was crazy. Um, I wanted to invite some friends over. I wanted to go out for cocktails and all of that. Even though I said I wasn't having a cocktail for 2 weeks, but I changed my mind yesterday. But I still didn't drink. So my goal was to not to drink for 2 weeks because I'm about to do a whole bunch of carrying on next weekend. And so I was like, okay, don't drink for 2 weeks since you're gonna be doing a whole bunch of carrying on for next weekend. And then I changed my mind, and I was going to invite my friends over, and then we're going to have some cocktails and possibly go out. And then I was so snuffy and stopped up. I was like, I changed my mind about that, so I didn't drink at the end of the day. So that's good. But yeah, I took some extra strength Benadryl, knocked me right on out. I feel so much better. If it gets like that again, I googled allergy specialist. I'm gonna go to them so they can tell me what's going on. Cause when I said yesterday was a mess, I was like, oh my god. I think I understand what these people be talking about when they be like, it's my sinuses, it's my allergies. Girl, and I never understood. You never understand. You never understand it until you walk in somebody's shoes. Okay? I don't like them shoes, baby. Y'all can have them. Y'all can have them back. Okay, they're too small for me. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I actually tried to do this video earlier, but I was so drowsy from the medicine that I took last night. I did two videos. The first video was 7 minutes. The second video was 10 minutes. And when I did the 7 minute video, I was like, girl, you sound a mess. You sound like you don't want to be here. So I stopped and I got myself together. Well, I thought I got myself together. And I was like, okay, I came back 30 minutes later, did a 10-minute video, and I still sound, because I was trying to listen to myself while I'm speaking. And I was like, girl, you sound a mess. You sound like the Visine man. You sound like somebody, like you just don't want to be here. So I was like, just stop. And so I went to the store. I went to Ross Dress for Less because I needed some Levi's. And they always have Levi's at Ross Dress for Less. And I found some for $16. I went to Ross Dress for Less, and then I went to Target, and then I went to the grocery store, and now I'm back home. And then I'm gonna make this video, and then I'm gonna head back out because I need to go to Walmart because they got this shirt that I want. See, y'all be sleeping on Walmart and they clothes. Girl, ain't never been too good. Let me tell you something. Girl, ain't never been too good to go to Walmart and find me a piece. Girl, ain't never been too good to go to Ross Dress for Less or Marshalls or TJ Maxx. Hello, you know some of the girls that y'all don't shop there. Y'all only shop, and I only go to girl Dior. I only go to Nordstrom and Saks and Neiman's and the Webster and Hermes. Oh no, girl, we go to Ross. Y'all would never know. Hello. Anyways, the girls don't know where you got your clothes unless you tell them. All right. Okay. Let me calm down. I'm so energized now. Okay. So let's just talk about. We're just gonna talk. So Mel, Dr. Shanita, and Lauren, they arrive in St. Thomas. They're the first ones there. Um, they go to the house. They meet the chef. They have some champagne. Um, the other ladies arrive. They did not know that Sonny was coming. Let me just say this before we get into the review. We know that this show has been on, they say 8 seasons. It's really been like 5. Anyways. But we know this show has been on for 8 seasons. So we know they know the name of the game at this point. They know who's going to be on these trips. They know who's going to be there, right? But they have to play like they didn't know. Do I believe that they really didn't think Sonny was going? No. Right? But we have to act like we didn't know Sonny was going. So at this point, they're all playing in my face. But we have to pretend, right? This is a pretend. Sonny is at the airport. It's very, very awkward. Um, they're kind of giving Sonny the cold shoulder. Sonny should have flown in with Mel and Shanita and Lauren. If that is your guest, why is she not flying in with you? Especially when you went in to report to her that the other ladies are not feeling her like that. So if you know that, why would you have her low key in a way fly in with the other girls? So now it's awkward. They're fussing and carrying on because they have to get their own luggage. Let me just say something. When it comes to luggage, I used to always get upset when I would watch The Housewives and they had that cheap luggage, basically the luggage that I would carry. Girl, why y'all supposed to be the rich girls? Why y'all carrying that same luggage that I be getting from Ross? Okay, Ross be having some cute luggage. Don't sleep on it. You know, I be wanting the girls to carry designer. Okay, I be wanting to see Louis Vuitton and girl and all types of carrying on, right? Um, but it makes sense after I thought about it. Girl, don't buy expensive luggage when you're traveling unless you're traveling private, unless you are bringing your luggage onto the flight like a carry-on bag, you know, a roller. Stick to inexpensive luggage because the way that those bag handlers throw our stuff all around, every mark, every scratch, every dent that I have on my luggage came from the people who handle my bags at the airport. They don't care. They just whoosh, girl, whoosh, whoosh. They just throwing our stuff. So don't travel with expensive luggage unless again you're probably flying private, unless you're carrying on your luggage. And even then, girl, sometimes, you know, if you don't board the plane at the beginning, they may, you know, the overhead compartments may get full and they'll make you check in your luggage. So even then, you still have to be careful. Anyways, so let's just talk about the rooms because I gotta go and I don't want to be carrying all this. I don't want to be on here too long. Okay, so the room setup. Let's just talk about that. Mel, she assigned the rooms. Her two friends got their own room. I think their own bathroom. I think private balcony or a balcony, access to the balcony. And then Nell got her own room because she said Nell is the reason why her reasoning was because Nell is the oldest, so she deserves her own room. And then she said that Tisha, Kimmy, and then Tisha's guest, as if she didn't know Destiny was coming. So that's what I'm saying. Like y'all be letting Mel play in y'all face sometimes. It's okay to say that Mel be lying sometimes. I've caught Mel in lies a couple of times on the show. Girl, for her to act like she didn't, and it'd be simple stuff. Girl, just be like, girl, Tisha already told me that Destiny was coming, but you want to play this game as if you don't know Destiny is coming. You know Destiny is coming, girl. Why are we playing this? It'd be like simple stuff like that that just don't like. It's stuff that you can prove that you're lying. But of course, then there's gonna be this game of, oh, I didn't get your text message. Okay, girl. So AT&T just not work. Okay, girl. So the text message didn't come through. Girl, you knew Destiny was coming. So she had Tisha, Kimmy, and Destiny, and then I think Trisha and Stormy, and then she gave Sunny her own room because no one, I guess, wasn't really feeling her. All I know is this: if I were Tisha and Kimmy, I would have been pissed off too. I'm just gonna be speak plain and clear. I don't give a damn about Dr. Shanetta and Lauren being Mel's friends. The truth of the matter is, this is a cash trip. One, this is work. Two, okay. I've been here since season one, episode 1-3. If you cannot accommodate me and what I want, then I will accommodate my damn self. If you cannot communicate to me the sleeping arrangements prior to me landing wherever I'm landing, we're going to have an issue. I personally don't have a problem sharing rooms or bathrooms with people. However, you need to let me know that before I get to where I'm getting. The thing that some of you don't know is I've traveled a few times in the last couple of months, and I've shared a room in a bathroom. But I already knew that before I got to where I was going. Okay? It wasn't like I just popped up and it was like, oh, Rodney, you're going to be sharing a room with so and so in a bathroom. Well, hold on, what? To me, it's all about communication. All Melody had to do was tell these grown ass women who are in their 40s and 50s, hey, I found a house. Unfortunately, everyone will not be able to have their own room. So some of you will be sharing a room. That's all you have to say. That's it. I do not like when I watch these shows, whether it's Real Housewives, Love and Hip Hop, and they make a storyline out of the rooms. I think that is so whack that we have to literally sit here and argue and fuss and fight about something as simple as rooms. When all people have to do is communicate what is going to happen with the rooms. Stop surprising people with where they are going to lay their heads. And then you look like you're being overly dramatic because you want your own space. You see what I'm saying? So now Tisha and Kimmy look like they just want to fuss and cuss and not be grateful. Kimmy is a 50-plus-year-old woman. Tisha is a 40-plus-year-old woman, I'm assuming. Tisha and Kimmy are financially in a situation where they don't have to share a room. You see what I'm saying? It's one thing when you ain't got no money or it's not in the budget and you got to share a room. But Kimmy and Tisha don't have to share a room. Kimmy and Tisha are not in their 20s going on a girl trip and they have to be crammed into some hotel room with 4 other bitches. They don't have to do that. You see what I'm saying? Kimmy and Tisha have been on this show since season 1. I don't know how the other two, your homegirls, got their own room and own balcony and own bathroom, but they should be downstairs in the dungeon. And if you want to go on a trip with your friends and your friends have their own room, then go on a trip with your friends and just don't invite me. But don't wait till I get to where I'm going to tell me, oh, you, Tisha, and Destiny gonna be down here with Trisha and so and so. No, I'm not. Matter of fact, I'm about to get my shit. I'm gonna do what Karen Huger did. I'm gonna do what Giselle and Robin did. I'll go find me a Marriott. I'll go find me a Hilton. I'm sure it's one. I'm sure it's somewhere or something on this island I can find. I bet you I won't be down there. I'm sorry. I was 1,000% behind Kimmy and Tisha. They wanted to say, what they wanted to say was, I've been on this show since season 1. And ain't nobody coming in here who ain't on the cast, who probably not even getting paid, because we know they say, from what Winter said from Love and Marriage DC, the girls only get paid. Well, I ain't gonna say about, I don't know about Huntsville. She said on DC they got paid anywhere between $250 up to $2,500. So whoever Dr. Shanita is and Lauren, they probably not getting paid. And if they are getting paid, it's probably at the very bottom of the pay scale. They shouldn't have to share a room. And if they were going to share a room, Melody should have communicated that with Kimmy and Tisha. But of course, this is reality TV. We have to have some drama. So I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to wait till they get here and piss everybody off on purpose. If we're going to be on some grown people shit, just say, hey, Kimmy and Tisha. Tisha told me that Destiny was coming. I just thought that it would make sense for all 3 of y'all to be down here with Destiny. Trisha can be with Stormy because they're friends, right? That makes sense. Trisha and Stormy together, they're friends. And then I thought that since Nell is the oldest, she can get her own room. And because y'all don't like Sunny, then I just said I'm going to have Sunny over here by herself. Right? That's what she could say, but she didn't say that. She said she wanted to wait until they got there. And even then, if she would have told them that before, I guarantee you, Kimmy and Tisha's response would have been, "Well, where are you putting the other two? That's not on the show. Where are you putting them? Because why are they getting their own rooms? Okay, well, how about you just put Dr. Shanetta and Dr. Shanetta and Lauren and Sonny in that dormitory, and then you can give Destiny her own room so she doesn't have to be with them, and then Stormy and Latricia can share a room, and then Nell can have a room, and then me and Tisha can have a room. You could do that, but see, then you would have to give Destiny her own room, and Mel not gonna give Destiny her own room. But that should have been the setup, like I just said. It should have been Shanetta, Sonny, Lauren, Latricia, and Stormy, because they're friends. And then Nell should have had her own room, I guess. Destiny should have had her own room. And then Kimmy and Tisha should have had their own room. That's it. That's it. Anyways, I don't care what nobody say. I'm sticking to it. Kimmy and Tisha were not overreacting. They had every reason to be pissed off. First season, OGs of the show, 8 seasons down, and y'all got me sharing a room. Again, what they should have done was pulled a page out of Karen Huger's book and started looking for her own room. Out of Giselle's book and Ryan and Robin's book, and went and got them a Marriott. I'll show you better than I can tell you. Anyways, Nell, I don't know what Nell was on. I'm assuming that Nell was drunk prior to her landing because Nell was doing a whole bunch of carrying on. She got upset because they didn't have a card. You know, they had nameplates. Everybody had a nameplate on where they were lying their heads. Nell didn't see her name, but Nell had her own room. Nell goes up to Melody and she says, "I don't see my room." I get it. Now you're like, "Bitch, I don't see my name. I know they ain't forgot about me, right?" Melody says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Nell. This is your room. We didn't have a nameplate for you." Then she started fussing about the nameplate. Girl, what? Girl, I'm not about to go back and forth with you about no piece of paper. Girl, I just told you this was your room. It was a mistake. I'm not gonna lie. I did holler when girl, when Melody said, "I believe in respecting my elders." And then she was like, basically like, "You're getting your own room because you're the oldest." And then she said, "What makes you think I'm the oldest?" But Melody said, "Because you are." She said, "Because you are." I mean, you don't look like it, but you are. Ah! I'm not gonna lie, that shit was funny to me. Girl, why are we playing this game? Now you know you the oldest out of everybody, girl. You don't want to be the oldest, but now looks fantastic. Okay, now looks damn good, but now you're the oldest. Um, Now I don't know. So basically, Melody, Tisha, and Kimmy have a conversation about the room setup. It wasn't a hostile conversation. It wasn't a whole bunch of hollering and screaming. I felt like they were talking like grown people. This is the problem that I have. This is the problem that I have. Well, this is why I did what I did, right? And then Nell goes out, and Nell is basically trying to tell them to just suck it up. And of course, like, girl, who are you to come out here? I'm sorry, I was with Kimmy. Girl, because this is the thing. I'm still really pissed off. And even though I've spoken to the host, which is Melody, I don't need you coming out here because we're doing okay. Truth of the matter is, Nell and Kimmy probably ain't too far off in age. So, girl, you're not gonna come out here checking nobody, okay? Because quiet as it's kept, we don't really need you to be the moderator in this conversation. We handling it, girl. We speaking to each other respectfully. Tisha said what she said. Melody said what she said. Kimmy said what she said. We don't need you to come out here and then try to tell us what we need to do. Girl, get out of my face. That's what basically Kimmy was on, and she was right. Nell, you've been hollering and fussing and screaming and crying about a paper plate since you got here. You walked in the house fussing and cussing, pretty much, girl. And now you have the nerve to come out here and tell the people, girl, just suck it up. Did you just suck it up? Because you were fussing for a very long time about a piece of paper. The only thing I could really just chalk it down to is Nell had to have been drunk before she got there. Like she had to be. Because it was like, girl, you really doing a lot of carrying on, girl. You got your own room, you got your own bathroom. Now it's went from you forgot about me to, oh, I still want my nameplate. Girl, what? You just want to fuss. That's it. You just want to fuss. Um Nell's nipples were showing. If you go back, and I'm not exaggerating. If you go back and you look, you can see a part of Nell's nipple, her areola. You can see like a little part right. It was like about this much. You could literally see, and they did not blur it out. So Tisha reached over and pulled up her top, like, girl, your nipple hanging out. I get it. We're in the middle of an argument, girl. It's getting heated. Don't touch me. But I'm about to say something. I'm not moving a line. But we know that Tisha ain't no fighter. We know Nell ain't gonna fight. Now if it was girl, no shade. Now, girl, if it was Portia, if it was Monique, girl, now girl, you might have to worry because them girls, them girls like to fuss. But girl, I was like, girl, she really is pulling up your nipple is hanging out. I even go back and watch it. Just look, you can see a piece of it. Girl, and it's like, oh, girl, her nipple was hanging out. But I get it. When we're arguing, don't touch me, but in the same breath, girl. Like I said, I just feel like it's Tisha's not a person who's just gonna be fighting. Nell is not a person who's gonna be fighting. So, girl, I get that y'all are arguing, but girl, she's not this violent person to the point where girl, even if she's like literally trying to assist you with you not having your titty hanging out on TV, and they could blur it out, but you know what I'm saying. Um, and Dr. Shanetta. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but Dr. Shanetta wasn't really getting Tisha together. To me, she wasn't. Everything Dr. Shanetta said could have really applied for everybody at that table, including the one who she was sitting beside, Melody. So Dr. Shanetta tells Melody that she needs to watch Tisha because Tisha is basically saying that she can hang around people and be cordial and she's a grown woman. Can you be around someone you don't like? And then Tisha was like, yeah, and she was like, watch her. That's what she was telling Melody. But if that's the case, then you should be applying that to Stormy too, because Stormy's sitting right beside her. Now, Tisha did walk up and sit beside Stormy, but what I'm saying is it's not like Stormy was like, girl, I don't fuck with that bitch. I'm moving. The gag is most of the people at the table probably don't like Melody. So are you gonna apply that to everybody, that most of the people at the table? We know for a fact that they're choosing Martell over Melody. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like Dr. Shanetta, she just has it out for Tisha. Because what she's saying could apply for most, if not everybody, at the table. They bring up Storm. So Melody brings up and says that Trisha has a problem with Stormy. I mean, has a problem with Sunny. I just realized, girl, it's Weathers on this show. Girl, it's a Stormy and it's a Sunny. Um, Dr. Chanel says y'all should be mad at the boyfriend. And they were like, they were friends. And then Dr. Chanel says, what defines friends? Girl, this is one of those situations where you could be mad at both people. Now, I do feel like there's more to blame. More of the blame goes onto Moses' shoulders than what's her face's, because Moses has known Destiny the longer. But Sonny is not innocent because, and I think they know that, and that's probably why they're treating Sonny the way they're treating Sonny, because they know firsthand the conversations that you have with your producers. Even if, and I keep repeating this, but even if Sonny and Destiny were not best friends, they were building a friendship. Period. That's just what it is. So that's why people are side-eyeing Sonny, because Sonny looks like she's moving dirty. And based off of the timeline next week, Sonny, girl, you got some explaining to do, because the dates are changing. Anyways, um, then she starts to tell Tisha, Dr. Chanel starts to tell Tisha that basically she lives in a world where it's kind of like F everybody else. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I guess being that destiny is coming. But that's not true because in this scenario, it's not true because Mel knew that destiny was coming. That's the gag. So you're sitting here low key trying to go after Tisha about the way that she's moving, but she's not moving any type of way because she has documentation that says she texted Melody on March the 12th. The trip was March the 19th through the 23rd. And that's another reason too. Y'all know how me sharing a room with no three, four other five other grown people on a 5-day, 4-night trip. It's just not gonna happen. It's one thing if we were just gonna be spending go throwing our head on the pillow, and then you want to sit here and try to say, oh, well, we're not going to be at the house most of the time anyways. If that's the case, then move your ass downstairs. um, and then she starts to talk about if you know this person hurt me, then if you basically saying like in a way you're friends with someone who hurt your friend. Again, Dr. Shanetta is singling out Tisha when what she's saying could apply to pretty much everybody at that table, including her homegirl Melody. She clearly has a hard on for Tisha. She's coming for Tisha. But in my honest opinion, girl, Dr. Chanel, girl, you should have been pointing fingers at everybody. Maybe it was just because she was having the conversation with Tisha. Anyways, that's it. That room should be getting me worked up. I do not like stuff like that. Girl, I'm too old. And I ain't even got no money. Okay? But I'm too old for you not to tell me my sleeping arrangements before I get there. Girl, I would be pissed in real life and on the show. Girl, why are we playing this game with these rooms? I do not like when I said that y'all girl, it be weird shit that get me worked up. It's shit like that. Girl. That room situation, girl, we would have had to break the scene. What they say, break the fourth wall. Because at that point, y'all would have had the game all fucked up in St. Thomas. Girl, why are we playing this game, this game in our big ass ages? Melody, why didn't you tell us what it was before we got here? And why are those two girls who not even on the show, girl, they have better accommodations than us because they're Melody's friends? Well, she should have came on a trip with her goddamn friends. But she couldn't because we shooting the show. And in reality, the reality is I get my shit and leave. And I'll go up the street. And I just see y'all tomorrow for breakfast. That's what I would have did. If I was Kimmy or Tisha, I would have got my shit and left. I would have got on Priceline. I would have got on Expedia. I would have looked for a hotel. I would have looked for some mom and pop hotel, some boutique hotel, some Marriott, some Hilton DoubleTree, and girl, I would have been deuces. Anyways, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye, y'all.